Hi, good morning everyone, good day. I hope everyone is doing great. I hope everyone is really doing great. If you are new in this channel, please make sure that you subscribe and you support us. And if this content give you value, please make sure that you subscribe. And today's video, there's something that I want to talk about. I've been wanting to do this thing for a long time. I've been trying to record this video, but with no success. But today, I finally managed to do it. One of the things that we are going to talk about are the most dangerous ministers in South Africa. What do I mean to say that the most dangerous ministers in South Africa? These men are very dangerous to the opposition party, which is they are dangerous to ANC, they are dangerous to EFF and other parties that they are not presenting. These ministers, since they have not even have a year in their parliamentary post, but they are already doing great things. They are already doing great things. They are cracking down the walls and they are doing amazing things. And I think that as a South African citizen, we have to appreciate this. We have to appreciate the government of GNU. We have to appreciate and also appreciate the majority of the African National Congress. When they lose vote, they did not try to resolve things by war. You see, they did not try to fight for the votes, but they surrendered when they were said that they did not make the 51% that was going to make them a majority party. So one of the ministers that I'm going to pull up, I'm going to pull a video to show you one of the things that he is doing, and you will be amazed what he's doing. Going to show you his photo. I'm going to start from the bottom, which is number 4. But this is no by any means particular order, but it is just my order. But this video is not for to compare them, but I'm just comparing them just for comparing sake, you see. But this is by no means try to degrade, try to say that this minister is doing a very low job. Okay, first we have Dr. Amos Schreiber. Dr. Amos Schreiber is he's a DA minister. His party is it's DA. You see, Democratic Alliance. He is from that party. So he was appointed by President Cyril Ramaphosa to be in Home Affairs. One of the things that he has done so far is that he is trying, because upon his appointment, the ministry was very dirty, and it is still dirty. People were just doing fraud without accountable. People were just doing their things. Like, there are many things that have been found in his time. Like, for instance, in the case of Chidima Adetshina, where her mother was claimed to register a child under a false name, which she did not qualify to have in South African ID, because she was not South African. In the first place, she resolved to steal an ID. So, and the minister tried by all means to resolve the case. And one thing that I like about Leon Schreiber is that he does not want to fight the fight that he is sure that he's going to lose. Every time in his argument, he will say, he always say that we have to build a watertight case. We have to build a watertight system. This is one of the things that I pick from him.
the need is obviously huge here, and the devastation is very real. And there's different departments that need to come in and play a role. But from Home Affairs side, we said that we have the ability to address one of the key needs of people here, and that's the loss of IDs and other important documents that really take away people's dignity, because it removes your ability to apply for certain services, even to get a job in some cases. So this is a project that's really been prioritized to make sure that we're here a few weeks after.
So when he does something, he wants to be sure that this is something that I'm going to do, it is working and it is going to work. You see? Number 2. Guess who is number 2? Guess who is number 2? Please put a comment in the comment section and say that you think that number 2 is going to be. I know that you're gonna watch the video and finish it, but just say that number 2 is going to be. But I want you to watch the things that he has done.
That we catch with contrabands, we interview them, and they divulge information about who helped them to get the contrabands into the correctional facilities, and we follow those employees up. I'm on record saying that most of them we actually dismiss, and that's why we need to continue recruiting more, so that we can at least be able to continue to have a complement that can still carry the weight of the work that we do.
So, is Dr. Petrus Jonas Groenewald. He is the Minister of Correctional Service. So, in other words, he's the Minister of Jail. You see, people who are in prison. He is controlling that system. I want us to watch these videos again.
That we catch with contrabands, we interview them, and they divulge information about who helped them to get the contrabands into the correctional facilities, and we follow those employees up. I'm on record saying that most of them we actually dismiss, and that's why we need to continue recruiting more, so that we can at least be able to continue to have a complement that can still carry the weight of the work that we do. We
you see that in our prisons, the prisoners have cell phones, the prisoners have game, they are playing video game. Who bring those things inside the prison? Who is the person who is responsible to bring the TVs and game in our prisons? So I think the answer is very clear, that the prison warders who are available, who are in that jail, they are the one who are bringing smoke, cigarettes and so on and so on and so on. But from the time of his appointment, one of the things that he do, that he raid the jails. Like, he will arrive in the prison where people, his team will arrive in the prison where people are not prepared, and then there's going to be a massive search, and they will confiscate many things. They will take many things, and he is cleaning up the department. All of these guys are cleaning the departments, guys. They are cleaning the departments. So just watch this video. This is the conditions of the prisoners in South Africa. That is why that guy of Zimbabwe, he said that the water is free, electricity is free, everything is free. You see that he was being disrespectful to us people who are paying tax. You see, he was being disrespectful by doing that video. And the prison, he was given a cell phone by people who were inside the prison, by people who were allowed to go in, to go and come out, and so on and so on. The people who were moving freely in the prison, which is are the jailers, like the prison warders. You see, let us go. Can you guess who is number 3? I know that you have seen my thumbnail. Can you guess? But please, I beg you, please guess. Please guess. Just put a comment in the comment section and say that you think that number 3 is going to be this. You see, and I would love that. I would like that to see that on how do we think. Number 3 is Mr. Dan William. Oh, this guy, he has done damage to the spoiled breath of to the people who want to waste money of government. He is the minister of. He is the minister of what is this? He is portfolio. This guy. Oh, he's the minister of public works. One of the things in his department, he is responsible for his department. He is responsible for the government infrastructure and also the continuous project that government is building. That thing has been handled by his department. Also, his department is responsible to hire contractors and to issue tenders. But one of the big takedown that he did, in KZN, there's a dam that is being built there, but there was no progress in the construction. Why there was no progress in the construction? It is because there were mafias who are seeking a protection fee from the contractors. That means these people will go to the constructor and say that we want this amount. If you want to work here, you have to pay us. But this guy, he went head on. He just went head on and resumed the construction, and the construction is being resumed, and he put police, he put cops everywhere, so that there will be no mistake, no people, so that there will be no unauthorized people going to the site, so that even the contractors will be safe. In KZN, it is very common that when you have something, when you have a contract, people will come to you and say that you must pay a certain fee. These people, and then they will cause you arm and leg and your head, and they will take everything that they can get from your construction. And also they are stealing the equipment they are stealing the equipment of the contractors.
Hi everyone, it's Dean McPherson, the Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure, and I'm so thrilled that the President is backing our call to turn South Africa into a construction site, because that will mean that our economy will grow and we'll be able to create jobs. I want to see shovels in the ground and cranes in the sky, because that is a sign of a country that is growing, that its economy is growing, and that is also creating jobs for the millions of people that need it across our country. I'm committed to.
Public Works Minister Dean McPherson says the growing threats by the construction mafia needs to end. The minister visited the Umkomazi water project to inspect progress there. He says paying off criminals won't keep the construction mafia away.
Where there is criminal activity, we've got to bring people to book. They must go to prison. We mustn't give them cash, which is what's happening at the moment. We give them money and we hope that they go away. We mustn't do that. I heard that the managing director of this company was nearly assassinated outside of his house. That's ridiculous. How can you be under threat of dying for doing your job? And we are going to wage a war. And it's a war we must win.
That I like very much.
Then it is.
I wanted this one. It was a takedown for me. So when the ministers, government officials, they are, when after the parliament they are given houses, that means they are going to stay in the property of government, like your ministers and your so on and so on officials, the members of parliament, they are given these houses. Do you know what was happening to the previous government? The previous government, every time there's going to be, let's say in this house, I'm the minister, and when my term is out, I'm gonna go out. Everything that is here is from government. It belongs to government. So, but if you are coming also again as a minister, the government will change the furniture and will change everything, and take the furniture and sell it. You see, I'm not sure that they were selling those furnitures or they were taking to their home. But what was needed was that they must the house must be refurnished and also renovated. And there were other houses that the minister did not stay in them because they were not according to their condition. They did not meet their standard, you see. So government was forced to rent apartment out from the state agents. Sorry. So government was forced to rent the properties for the members of parliament, for the ministers, and so on and so on. All those people who must have accommodation from the government because of their work that they are doing. So this guy, he come out and say that there's going to be no renovation. Everyone must go to their houses that are being allocated. And then government was spending millions upon millions, hundreds of millions to buy new furnitures, to renovate. That guy, he said that we are just going to renovate if you don't have a kettle in your house. He said that I also buy mine and I'm going to the house with my own kettle. So each and every member of parliament, every minister, every ministerial post that were allocated houses, they needed to go to those houses without the furniture being changed. Because why do you change the furniture? Even those people, they do not stay in those houses like very, 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 very long time. You see, they are always in the meeting. And in those houses, they do not hold parties there. But what he just did, he just used small money to renovate. And there's a takedown, like investigation that is happening in his department. He is recovering a lot of money, millions upon millions. He has saved a lot of money of taxpayers. This guy, he has, like, they do not have like a year in their ministry, but we can see what they are doing. Okay? Who is number one? I think now you will know that this one is number one. Mr. Gating Mackenzie. Hey, this one, everyone was thinking that he was just handed over that ministry of sports and arts and culture. People were mocking him, that they were saying that maybe he's just given. But this guy, he is the definition of when they give you lemon, make a lemonade out of it. This is what his ministry is doing. But one of his takedown is that he released a list of every person who has been supported by government, especially during the time of COVID. Do you know, like people who are broadcasting like us, that department was able to finance them, to support them, so that maybe they can buy your microphones, your things. And then there was no one who was saying that I've got something from the department. People were not talking. And then he is saying that if we give you a job as the ministry, we expect you to have money. The reason why we give you job is that we want you to have money. And then he has sent like a great warning to the television industries. he said that he's not going to release money, but he wants to know how much the actors are being paid.
The GNU is a very caring government. The GNU is thriving. The ones that said the GNU will not last, they have entered divorce.
He said that he's not going, South African government spend at least 2 billion to the film industry to support the work of the actors and everything, and every production, every move that government is sponsoring it, most of them. Though others are being private sponsors. But the major sponsor of movies in South Africa is government. You see. So this guy, he said that there are no directors or whatsoever, or bosses who are going to, when he release money, they will buy for themselves Range Rovers. He said, you are not going to do that with the money of the department. We want to see work, and then we want to see people getting paid. You know that it is a shame in South Africa. We grow up seeing an actor, but when he is old, he does not have money. You don't know how these people are being paid. And then when you hear these people are not being paid, they're not being paid enough, their talent is not being appreciated. So he is pushing for that, the actors, the musician, all the things that are being handled by that department are being handled. Like one of the things that he is doing, that he is taking e-sport to SABC now. He has like discussed with Super Sport, like to bring back the sport to the people. You see, many South African people, they love to watch their soccers. Like, not many of South African still have DStv, but having football on SABC1, you don't need even a dish. You can put you can put your iron rod at the back of the area, and your TV will play. You see, and you can watch the football. You see, SABC1 and SABC2 and SABC3. We grow up using areas to watch TV. I want to hear what he's saying. Okay. And another thing, I think this one is a takedown. Do you know that ministers in South Africa are being paid at least 2.6 million? It's roughly 146,000 US dollars. That will be roughly 2.6 million rand. You see, do you know that Mr. Gayton McKenzie, he does not take that man as his salary? He's the minister without salary. He donates all his money. That's what make him number one in this list. And this guy, he's not afraid for anyone. And the one thing about that is unique about Mr. Gayton McKenzie is that he loves his president. He respects his president by all means. I've never heard him like speak ill of the president. I think this guy, he understands the position that the president is holding. He does not insult, like every time he is being sent maybe by the president to somewhere, he was going to be sent in France by the president, and then he appreciates that. And he acts like a small boy to the president, though they are also in the same like category of national things, you see. But he is very humble. But do not be deceived, he's very aggressive when people are taking him, like this one, EFF. I'm going to show you something that, and then I think that EFF has found their match in in Parliament. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was my list. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and you subscribe, and make sure that you come back for more, right? Again, yes, thank you, goodbye, and have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to give my love to your family. Thank you very much.
It's like, but I've met most of the federations. I was making a joke the other day. I said to my son, I said, I was one of the people that said ministers get paid too much money. If you see the workload here, I must withdraw those who...
You still believe ministers get paid a lot of money?
No, I don't believe it. These people work. I can promise you that.
What do you get paid?
Well, I think ministers get, before deductions, around 200,000 a month. This is before deductions.
It's end of the month. It's the 1st of August. Something should have rang on your SMSs there.
Well, you get two types of people, Robert. You get those people that sit and wait for the salary to come in.
Yeah.
And then you get the others that don't wait for the salary to come in.
You just keep working.
You just work, and you get their time, like, let me see how much. And I'm also donating my salary to the Jocelyn Smith Foundation.
Every month?
Every month. For the next 5 years, I'll not take a salary. I will donate it every month to the Jocelyn Smith Foundation for missing children.
Yeah.
Because that's just something that touched me. And I'm in a position to be able to survive without the money because of my businesses.
Yeah.
I used to have the investments. Businesses I've sold. So that's what I'm doing with my salary. But the people that do get a salary, I must tell you, as a minister, the workload is really a lot. For the first time yesterday, I only ate at 7 p.m. Not because I wasn't hungry. It was meeting after meeting with different people. There was just no time to eat. I ate at the Freedom Park.
Yes.
At 7 o'clock. I got a plate, but it was like a triple story plate. That's how hungry.
So you had to make up for it. You're on a health journey, so I think let's not eat kotas, Baba.
That was an emergency yesterday. It was a deviation.
Let me go to Raim. So here's a key question I was going to ask you.
I want to answer one question and answer.
Yeah.
That's nonsense where they say I want to have a certain quota of foreign players in South Africa. That I only want to club. I've never said that. That's fake news. I wouldn't say something like that.
In terms of the players, because remember,
yes,
this might lead me somewhere before I hit the news. So, Mandla, I'm going to come back to you. I'm not forgetting you, because this is going to be like a double-jointed thing. Now that you talk about foreign and quotas, in football, for example, when you've been in the country for a certain number of years, you then become a naturalized South African, so that you're not counted as being a South African if they're saying only 5 players ought to be. So if let's say a Sereno has been in the country for about 5 years, and you become a naturalized South African, and you're no longer counted as a foreign person in the team. Now, Mr. McKenzie, this is part of your arts and culture side of things. The 66th edition of Miss SA, 10th of August, Sunbet Arena, is happening.
All right.
Do you have your invitation?
No.
Are you going?
Well, I can't go if I'm not invited. It's not a department that falls directly under us. There's still a big dispute. It's a private company holding Miss South Africa.
Should that change?
Yeah, I think there should be nothing here that we cannot negotiate. I haven't